And I want to kick it off with this California. It's an article from Overdrive. It's California pre-2010 engine ban takes into effect. Okay. So if you are totally new and you haven't heard about this at all, essentially that as at the start of 2023, I'm reading this from the article, all trucks with 2009 and older engines are prohibited in the state of California. And Matt, as our California truck spy resident, what's your opinion? I can elaborate really quick before you answer.
First take. First take
yeah.
is there's just, I mean, if California can ban it, they will. So I mean, that's the thing. Like they love to find anything they can ban, and that's what they go for.
Right. And on top of that, I think the EPA passed some new particulate emissions to requirements for like 2027 and newer trucks. So, I mean, obviously it seems like they're aggressively paving the way for the Tesla semi truck to be extremely popular, I guess. But the main reason is they're trying to cut down on particulate matter. And so they're okay if you have an older truck, but the engine has to be a newer truck. And I don't know if this article breaks it down, but they've been slowly upping the requirements over the last few years. So it's like in 2010, essentially a few years ago, it was like your truck had to have a 2012 diesel particulate filter, and then they required a little bit more. So you can have older trucks, you can't essentially remove the particulate filter from it, and of course that's the part that always clogs and always causes truckers problems. So it's an unfortunate reality that it seems like the cost of doing business in California is ever increasing. And then all these residents like Matt, they seem to be wondering, why is everything so expensive? Yes, sir.
Alex, I'm curious though, does this only ban me from owning one of these trucks if I'm a trucking company domiciled in California, or as a trucking company in, let's say, Arizona, Texas, pick another state, can I now no longer enter the state of California?
From what I've read, okay, they are tasking the DMV to revoke all registrations to vehicles with an engine older than 2010.
So then it only impacts you if you're registered in California.
No. But on top of that, they won't let you in if you're an outside carrier as well. So it's both. The only exception that I read, the only one, is if you do less than 1,000 miles a year. That's it. That's the only exception, 1,000 miles a year. So all outside motor carriers cannot go to California if their truck is older than 2010. And everybody that's in the state, you will no longer be able to re-register your truck. So it seems like an overstep. This is the part that I don't understand. How does a state control what another state like motor carrier does? I thought this seems like they're stepping on the toes of the federal government. Flint, am I wrong?
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like to me. I mean, I wonder how they're going to enforce that, right? Like,
that doesn't sound like California. That just doesn't. It's basically becoming its own country at this point. But
what's the old saying, right? If it moves, tax it, and if it keeps regulate it. Like, right. Man, California is crazy. It's like, it's like communism.
Right. Yeah, that's CARB, right? That's the whole CARB, California Air Resource Board. This is Air Resource Board. That's their bright ideas. Let's just make it really hard. And apparently it affects, according to the landline, Overdrive, sorry, California. Yeah, apparently it affects 76,000 trucks in the state of California, I think is what it says. Or because I've seen obviously mixed results. It says 75,951 unique VINs for 2007 to 2009 model year. So if they're getting those unique VINs, then it seems like, just residents of California love high prices. So
good stuff. Get ready for higher prices.